How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is 3 drum fills that are easy but sound hard. Now, it's a little bit of a misleading statement right there because you might hear those drum fills that I did in the opening right there and go, man, those are totally not easy at all. But they're all based on rudiments that if you've been playing drums for any amount of time at all, hopefully you've learned these rudiments, when you just started playing at the very beginning of your learning. So they're all based on that, which all drum fills are, and they really aren't that hard to play. You just kind of get them in your hands and build up the speed from slow to fast. So we'll start with the first one I did. It's based on triplets, 6 notes at a time. It sounds like this. And the sticking is right, left, left, right, right, left. So you have single strokes and double strokes, 2 of the most basic strokes in all of drumming. You turn the snare on so you can hear it a little bit better. If you put an accent on the very last note, number 6 of the 6 notes, and then the accent on number 1, you get this kind of rolling motion in this fill, and that's what sort of makes it easy. When you build up the speed, your hands just kind of roll naturally with the double strokes in between. So I'm going to start slow, build it up to a faster speed, and you kind of see my arms rolling back and forth, sort of in tempo. Okay, so here we go. And when you do get it up pretty fast, it sounds pretty impressive. Then you can orchestrate it differently as well. So you can start it on the rack tom instead of the floor tom, do it all on the snare drum, add kick drums in between. You can really take this anywhere you want. But the basic one is just 6 notes, right, left, left, right, right, left, for 1 bar, and back into your groove. Let's move on to the second fill now. And the second fill is all based on double stroke roll. So hopefully you've learned that at the very beginning stage of your learning process. Or if you're a more advanced player, you do double strokes all the time. So double stroke roll, right, 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 left, left, right, right, left, left. Here's the fill. So tom, 2 hits, snare 4, then rack tom again, another 2 hits, floor tom 2 hits, kick drum. So this one you get a little bit of a linear thing in it because you're going to add your foot along with your hands. So that's what makes it a little bit more difficult, but again, it's all just 2 strokes at a time. Here is the hard part of this fill. It's where everything lies in the 2 bars. It's a 2-bar long pattern, all in 4/4 time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And you can really hear it where the rack tom lines up in that space. It's on beat 1, it's on beat 4, and it's on beat 3 of the second bar, okay? Again, these are all 16th. If you could do this all on your snare drum for 2 bars, and you'd be the same amount of notes. It's just orchestrating it on different drums, okay? And that's what makes it hard. So, really easy, just on snare drum. Okay? That's the whole thing. But then we put it on the different drums. So here we go. I'll count along, and you can hear where the rack tom lines up. See? It's on beat 1, beat 4, and beat 3 of the second bar. So if you can get that in your head, that it's just 16th notes for 2 bars, non-stop, you're just putting it on different drums, it's not as hard as it sounds. And then when you get it really fast, it sounds pretty impressive. So it's like this. Very cool fill for jazz, for funk tunes, and all kinds of different situations as well. But it's just, again, all 16th notes for 2 bars, just orchestrated on different drums. The third fill here is based on the rudiment called the flam drag. And what that is, it's based on triplets. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, that sort of waltz feel. And all it does is the second beat of the triplet adds a double stroke. So you're going 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? 2 strokes in the middle with a flam at the beginning. The sticking of this one is you're going to flam with your left hand. So the right hand does the ghost. That. 2 strokes on your right hand, doing that second beat with the 2 strokes. Last stroke on your left hand. Make sense? I'll do it all on the snare drum here one time for you too. So flam at the beginning. Remember, your left hand is doing the accent. Right hand is the ghost. 2 strokes on your right hand. Stroke on your left hand. In tempo. Now for this fill, you just put the flam, so your right hand stroke, on the floor tom. You can do it on other drums too if you want, but the way I'm playing it here is floor tom does the flam. Everything else is on the snare drum. Okay, now in tempo with a beat, here we go. And if you speed that up, sounds like that. And if you really want to get into it, you make the right hand, the double stroke on your right hand, as quiet as possible. So you're going to get a lot of dynamic change in it. And that really makes the flam stand out and jump out of it. It's pretty impressive sounding. So when you get it up to speed and put it into a groove, it sounds sort of like this. And the final thing I want to tell you about this particular fill is, in order to make it 2 bars long, you're going to add a little bit of a single stroke roll at the very end. So it's 5 of the flam drag fills, and then 6 strokes, single strokes at the end, and that will fill up the 2 bars. Okay, so here we go again. Here we go. So hopefully that makes sense. It's 5 times through the drag, and then 6 single strokes, and you're back on 1. I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned a little something, and we're going to be doing these more often, so come back and check with us again, and thanks a lot for watching this video.